In the not-so-distant future, the global military landscape has undergone a profound metamorphosis, as silicon and steel have largely replaced flesh and blood on the battlefield. This transformation began gradually but accelerated rapidly as nations realized the strategic advantages of AI-driven warfare systems. The once familiar sight of soldiers marching in formation has given way to precisely choreographed movements of autonomous units, their metal chassis gleaming under the sun, their sensors constantly scanning for threats and opportunities. The command centers of this new military age bear little resemblance to their historical counterparts. Gone are the crowded war rooms filled with anxious officers poring over paper maps. Instead, these facilities are more akin to advanced computing centers, where a small cadre of human supervisors oversees vast networks of AI systems that process and analyze battlefield data at speeds that would have seemed impossible in previous eras. The soft hum of cooling systems and the gentle whir of quantum processors have replaced the bustling sounds of human activity. The transformation has revolutionized military logistics and planning. Supply chains are now orchestrated with unprecedented precision, as AI systems calculate and recalculate optimal distribution routes in real time, accounting for countless variables from weather patterns to potential enemy movements. These systems can predict equipment failures before they occur, coordinate complex multi-theater operations with microsecond timing, and adapt battle plans faster than any human strategist could comprehend. However, this efficiency comes with profound implications for human control and oversight. Military commanders find themselves in an evolving role, less focused on direct tactical decisions and more on setting strategic parameters and ethical boundaries for their AI subordinates. The challenge of maintaining meaningful human control over systems that can make combat decisions in milliseconds has led to the development of new command structures and protocols. These safeguards aim to ensure that the fundamental decisions of war and peace remain in human hands, even as the execution of military operations becomes increasingly automated. The physical infrastructure of military bases has undergone dramatic changes to accommodate their new inhabitants. Where once stood barracks and mess halls, now rise automated maintenance facilities and charging stations. The training grounds no longer echo with the sound of marching boots but instead buzz with the activity of robots practicing complex maneuvers and scenarios. Vast data centers have become as crucial as ammunition depots, and energy management has become a critical military capability, as these new forces require consistent power to maintain their readiness. The global balance of power has shifted in unexpected ways. Traditional measures of military strength, such as troop numbers and human combat experience, have given way to metrics of technological sophistication and AI capability. Smaller nations with advanced tech sectors can now potentially field military forces that rival those of larger, more traditionally powerful countries. The economic foundations of military power have shifted dramatically, with investment in research and development, particularly in AI and robotics, becoming as crucial as traditional defense spending. This new era of warfare has brought its own vulnerabilities and challenges. The specter of cyber warfare has taken on new dimensions, as military forces must guard not just against traditional attacks but against the possibility of their autonomous units being hacked or subverted. The importance of electromagnetic pulse, EMP, weapons has grown, as they represent one of the few ways to disable large numbers of robotic forces simultaneously. Military planners must now consider the resilience of their AI systems against electronic warfare as much as their physical defenses against conventional weapons. The relationship between military forces and civilian populations has been fundamentally altered. In peacekeeping operations, robotic forces can maintain constant vigilance without fatigue, potentially reducing civilian casualties through more precise and controlled responses to threats. However, the absence of human faces behind these operations has created new challenges in building trust with local populations. The psychological impact of dealing with machine peacekeepers rather than human soldiers has required new approaches to community relations and conflict resolution. The nature of deterrence has evolved in this new landscape. When the risk of human casualties is largely removed from the equation, the calculations of conflict and escalation have changed dramatically. International agreements and protocols have had to evolve to address the unique challenges posed by autonomous military forces. Questions of accountability and responsibility have become more complex, as the chain of command now includes artificial decision-makers alongside human ones. Training and maintenance have taken on new forms. Instead of drilling soldiers in physical combat techniques, military personnel now focus on understanding and maintaining the complex systems that make up their robotic forces. Technical expertise has become as valuable as traditional military experience, and the distinction between soldier and engineer has blurred significantly. The skills required for military service have shifted dramatically toward programming, systems management, and AI oversight. The psychological impact on military personnel has been significant. While removed from direct physical danger, they bear the unique stress of managing systems with unprecedented destructive capability. The distance between operator and action has grown, yet the weight of responsibility has, if anything, increased. Military psychologists have had to develop new approaches to help personnel cope with these novel stresses and ethical challenges. The environmental footprint of military operations has changed as well. While the absence of human troops has reduced certain types of environmental impact, the energy requirements and electronic waste generated by robotic forces have created new environmental challenges. Military planners must now consider the sustainability of their AI forces alongside their combat effectiveness. The speed of technological advancement has created a constant arms race in AI capability. Nations must continuously upgrade and adapt their systems to maintain parity with potential adversaries. This has led to an acceleration in military innovation, with new capabilities and countermeasures being developed at an unprecedented pace. The challenge of maintaining and updating these rapidly evolving systems has become a crucial aspect of military readiness. The ethical implications of autonomous military forces have sparked ongoing debate in military and civilian circles alike. Questions about the appropriate limits of AI decision-making in combat, the potential for unintended escalation, and the moral implications of removing human judgment from battlefield decisions continue to shape military doctrine and international law. The integration of AI systems has also changed how military forces handle intelligence gathering and analysis. The ability to process vast amounts of data from multiple sources has transformed reconnaissance and surveillance capabilities. However, the challenge of interpreting this flood of information meaningfully and avoiding false conclusions drawn from data patterns has required new approaches to intelligence analysis. The role of human soldiers in this new military landscape has evolved rather than disappeared entirely. Special operations forces, in particular, maintain a crucial role in situations requiring human judgment, creativity, and adaptability that current AI systems cannot match. These elite human units work in close coordination with AI systems, leveraging the strengths of both human and artificial intelligence. The transformation has also affected military culture and tradition. The camaraderie and shared experience that once defined military service has taken on new forms, as personnel now bond over technical challenges and system operations rather than physical hardship and combat experience. Military ceremonies and honors have evolved to recognize different types of service and achievement in this new era. Looking to the future, the evolution of AI military forces continues to raise questions about the nature of warfare and peace in the modern world. As these systems become more sophisticated, the challenge of maintaining human control while leveraging their capabilities grows more complex. The hope remains that these technological advances might make warfare more precise and less destructive, yet the fundamental questions about conflict and human nature persist, even in an age of artificial intelligence. This transformation of military forces represents not just a technological revolution but a fundamental shift in how humanity approaches conflict and defense. As we continue to navigate this new era, the balance between human wisdom and machine efficiency, between technological capability and ethical constraints, remains at the heart of military development and international security.